You think you're using Instagram, but what if it's been studying you the whole time, not just what you like, but what keeps you there? Every pause, every scroll, every time you said just one more minute wasn't random. It was learned. Tested, refined over and over again, not to entertain you, but to understand you. Because once something understands your behavior, it doesn't need to force you. It just needs to guide you slowly, quietly, in directions you don't even notice. And the uncomfortable part is this didn't happen by accident. It was designed that way long before you ever opened the app. Most people think this is just a habit, a lack of discipline. Something they should be able to fix if they just try harder. But that idea is exactly what keeps the system working. Because behind the screen are systems built using the same psychology as casinos, behavioral experiments, and dopamine conditioning. This isn't random behavior, this is engineered behavior. And by the end of this, you'll start to notice something. Why even focused, intelligent people struggle to stop scrolling, why your attention feels weaker than it used to, and why the app seems to know exactly how to pull you back in. But to understand that, you have to look at what changed. There was a time when technology felt like freedom. It connected people. It gave them a voice. It gave them control. But quietly, something shifted. Around 2010, companies discovered something powerful. Human attention could be measured, not just observed, but tracked, predicted, and influenced. Every click, every hesitation, every extra second you spent looking at something became data, and slowly platforms like Instagram stopped being social tools. They became behavioral systems. Your emotions became signals. Your insecurities became opportunities, your loneliness became engagement, and something else became clear. Negative emotions hold attention longer than positive ones. Comparison, envy, fear of missing out. These feelings keep people
Hey everyone,
engaged,
check this out.
so the system
Yes,
adapted,
absolutely.
not
You
to
have
make
to
you
try this.
happier, but to keep you reacting, because reactive people stay longer. Look at how the app is designed. There's no natural stopping point, no clear ending. You just keep scrolling, and your brain never gets closure, which means your dopamine never fully settles. Then come the rewards. Sometimes you get attention, sometimes nothing. Sometimes your post does well, sometimes it disappears. That unpredictability is the hook, because the brain becomes more attached to uncertain rewards than predictable ones. It's the same mechanism used in slot machines. You keep checking because maybe this time it feels different. And then comes comparison. You don't just see content, you see people who seem to be doing better than you. Better lives, better bodies, better experiences. Your brain compares automatically, and that comparison creates a small discomfort. Not enough to push you away, just enough to keep you scrolling, and over time, something changes. Real life starts feeling slower, silence feels uncomfortable, focus becomes harder. And eventually, you find yourself opening the app without even thinking, not as a decision, but as a reflex. This isn't just a theory. People who built these systems have already talked about it. They admitted these platforms are designed to exploit human psychology, not by accident but intentionally, and research supports it. Over time, attention spans drop, anxiety increases, and behavior becomes more compulsive. But the deeper effect is how people see themselves. Because once your identity depends on likes, it stops being stable. And when self-worth becomes unstable, people come back again and again looking for validation. But addiction isn't the real problem. The real problem is predictability. Because once a system understands what triggers you, it can influence
This is
you,
all my fault.
what
I
you
let this
feel,
happen.
what you
I
believe,
should have stopped
even
it.
what you want.
I'm to
Your
blame.
feed is not reality. It's a controlled environment built specifically for you. Two people can open the same app and experience completely different worlds, different emotions, different beliefs, different perspectives, and neither of them realizes it's happening. So ask yourself something simple. When was the last time you sat in silence without reaching for your phone? When was the last time your attention actually belonged to you? Because this isn't random. A distracted mind is easier to influence, easier to guide, easier to profit from, and the system works best when you blame yourself. When you think, I just need more discipline. But the truth is, you were never designed to fight this alone. This system was designed to be stronger than you. Instagram was never built to help you control yourself. It was built to understand what controls you, and once something understands your attention deeply enough, it doesn't need to force you. It just nudges you little by little in directions you don't question. So the next time you open the app, pause for a second and ask yourself, are you choosing what you see, or is something choosing who you become? Because the war for your attention might already be over, and most people never even realized it started. If this made you feel uncomfortable, that's a good sign. It means you're starting to see what was always there.